guys, Elizabeth Quinn here with Elizabeth Scenes and Scents, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a what I have been warming video for you from the very end of the Christmas season into the first week of the new year. And also, since the other day we were talking about discontinued products, I dug up a couple of the mini warmers. That's all I have that's on the discontinued list to show you, plus just one of the older mini warmers that matches a warmer I showed you in my cabin melting basket video. So let's get started. First off, I thought I would show you the warmers. So here is the Aspen. And this is the mini warmer of the two that I've got to show you that is a part of the discontinued list that we'll be leaving at the end of the month. I tend to use this most of the year because it's pretty much generic on the leaves front, but it's just so beautiful with that frosted shade underneath the gold wire. So this one I think is probably my favorite of the whole bunch that's leaving. So I wanted to show you that. The next one is summer appropriate. This is so cute. I think this one's called Washed Ashore. This is the one that looks like the inside of a sea urchin to me, and I use this in my nautical and summer type decor like June and July. This is very pretty at night because it's made out of that bisque porcelain and it's just really soft and lovely. Holds a couple cubes at most. Mini warmers are best with my little puppies down here. Kenya, shh. The mini warmers are best with either 1 or maximum 2 cubes. And then last but not least, I showed you Aspen Grove, the big one, the other day. Here's the mini that matches. So I like to use these in the winter into maybe early spring here where we are in Michigan, because this is just very seasonally appropriate. And again, I love the soft glow. Personally, any of the warmers that have a ceramic or especially the bisque finish or a mix, like they used to do these mixes of coated ceramic and bisque, I just love those because the softness of the glow. So let's move on to what I've been warming. So I'll start with end of Christmas season. I have 2 cubes left of Candy Cane Wishes. Candy Cane Wishes was a Scentsy brick, I think 3 Christmases ago now. It is probably the nicest mixture of musk and peppermint, and there's a little bit of sugar in here. It's very soft, it's very nice. So either these will get melted in January or they will come back next Christmas. And at the same time, I melted iced pine. I am getting a little stockpile of iced pine because, as we discussed in a video previously, I'm wondering if this being rather old as far as catalog mainstays go, might be replaced next year. So iced pine is very strong and resinous. It comes out of the gate like kapow, and then it stays around for a while. I find that it does better in my basement where the temperatures are cooler, but I had this melting because it has a little bit of iced peppermint along with the pine in its description with my Candy Cane Wishes, made for a very pretty day. And then next, I was wanting a couple cubes of my very snowy spruce. This was right after Christmas, and this is just sappy and sweet and pine coney plus all of the branches, and just a lovely scent. Again, this is one that has been a mainstay in the catalog, and I hope to see it return next fall and winter. Just for You. Now, Just for You is retired. I put a couple cubes in the warmer that was here, and if you notice, my alabaster warmer did end up in my daughter's room, so I got stuck with one of my retired wicker warmers. I mean, I just have one, but anyway. So I'm now using wicker out here. She's got the one she wants in her bedroom, but I put in a couple cubes of Just for You, and this one is in my melting basket for the month because it's blackberry plus the fir needles and just really pleasant, really happy smell. So then, 2 of the things in my melting basket were Cozy Cashmere and Cozy Cardigan. Cozy Cardigan is currently available for until the end of the month, and Cozy Cashmere for me is a club scent. Now, I said Cozy Cashmere was spunkier. It's true. I haven't melted it in quite a while. So I did Cozy Cardigan first in my bedroom for a few days, and now I'm going to see how long Cozy Cashmere lasts. So Cozy Cardigan went for a good 4 days at a low level. I have 2 different warmers in there just to provide light, and it was just so nice. I think this is still my favorite of the 2 if I had to pick, because it has the suede, the amber, the rose, and the silk. Now the Cozy Cashmere is blackberries, and it is musk, and it has just a little bit winterier feeling. Cozy Cardigan to me feels a little more fall, but they're both bedroom appropriate scents, very sophisticated, very gentle and nice. I am wondering if Cozy Cashmere will last as many days because the notes are a little bit different. I don't know that the baseline is going to be as long and carrying over, but we will see because I haven't melted this in quite a while. So I will try to report back on how long Cozy Cashmere lasted as opposed to Cozy Cardigan. So next, I am currently enjoying some Vanilla Oud. This is in the kitchen. And this is just a dark scent. Not dark as in sad, but just dark as in deep. And so it has a really nice vanilla and a woodiness that is very relaxing. And I just changed all my decorations so that they'd be wintry. And I do tend to kind of push the envelope on keeping my Christmas stuff up as long as absolutely possible. So I have some very nice plans when it comes to keeping the wood and the pine and all of that alive to go with what's left of my woodsy decor. Anyway, so then I did 2 cubes of clove and cinnamon the other day in the alabaster warmer out here before it got moved. This was wonderful. It lasts a good 3 days very nicely, and it had such a nice warmth. Some bars just seem to be better than others, that for just a minute I thought I was actually melting Cozy Fireside, so that made me really, really happy. All right, Maple Apple Bourbon, which I had talked about. I wanted to try a couple of these bars out again just to evaluate, do I really want them in my club or do I just want a couple extra, or am I maybe blowing up how much I like them in my mind? Maple Apple Bourbon is definitely in the I want several of the bars pile, but not quite the I want it in my club. So this is really warm and rich, and it is a really good medium to medium strong performer. Lasted a couple days, and it is very nice, and I definitely want to get a couple full bars for next year. Cinnamon Bear. Cinnamon Bear is enough like clove and cinnamon. It's more, obviously from the name, just straight cinnamon. Cinnamon with a touch of clove, and as I've said before, I think there might be a bergamot note in here that smooths it. This does not throw quite as strong in my house just because of the way that I melt as clove and cinnamon. It's very, very nice, very, very warm, and it's just it's a happy scent. And I say that a lot, but I'm always looking for an emotional reaction when I melt, and that's why I think some of the scents that I talked about in the discontinued list, I just don't melt because they don't give me that emotional reaction that I'm looking for. But this is good. I'll be definitely making sure I have 2 or 3 full bars. Pumpkin Roll. Now, this one I really didn't melt this fall because I was doing cranberry pumpkin spice constantly. That was in the Harvest Trio. And this one, in 2020, I had bars that performed like crazy. And in 2021, the fall of 2021, I don't think my batch was as good because these were they were so-so. Now I have one more clam downstairs that I sniffed that I wonder if is a partial from 2020 that smelled much better. So when this is good, this is really, really good. Otherwise, it's just kind of a middle of the road pumpkin spice. But if you get all the notes, you get the pecans, you get the frosting, and you get the pumpkin spice, and then it's just incredible. So I think I'll love this. Right, pumpkin cinnamon swirl. Pumpkin cinnamon swirl. We'll probably come back next year. Put this in the kitchen. It is very much like a cinnamon roll with a touch of pumpkin. Really comforting. Honestly, I think this would be good most of the year round, except maybe really in the summer. Autumn Hearth. This is in my melting basket. Autumn Hearth, I never really get around to it during the fall because I prefer the pumpkin heavy scents. But this is really good right now in the winter time. Today it's nice and cold outside. I put 2 cubes of this in and I really enjoyed it. So I think of this more as, it says hearth, as like a hearthside, fireside smell rather than a fall smell with the tonka bean and the apple and cinnamon. It's really comforting, and I think it went up a notch in my opinion this year. Cozy Cranberry. This is in my melting basket. I did this one in alternate warmers with Autumn Hearth so that it would keep that biting note that's in Autumn Hearth at a low level. And this one is really nice with all that cranberry and the little bit of bakery in the background. And this can be too sweet if this is all you melt. This can be too spicy if this is all you melt. A couple cubes of each of these together, I'm having a really happy day in my house. I've got a couple left. Cinnamon Vanilla, which I had a back stock of, I know is coming back in February. And this is cinnamon, vanilla, and a touch of coconut milk. and it's lighter than most of the other spice scents. Very nice. Used it in my kitchen for a couple days. Very happy. And then last but not least, I have some Cashmere Pear. I melted 2 cubes of this. It was fantastic. Probably the nicest performance out of this I've gotten. This has been sitting for a long time. This one has red ginger and vanilla and cashmere and pear. So this comes back from time to time and bring back my bar. If you see it again in the next couple years, I would definitely encourage you get it. Probably best in a bedroom or a library. Sometimes I use it in my sitting room. So really nice medium level performer. Sometimes it has low level. So this is the best performance I've gotten out of it. It sat for probably 2 to 3 years though to get that strong. Anyway, so that's everything that I have been warming. I'd love to know what you guys are getting through, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.